We know MMG plus, ya tu sabes, so we're going to be seeing a familiar face versus someone who has, I think, came by, I want to say last Arcadian? He doesn't come out way too much. I think he's entered 1 or 2 BrookLAN brawls maybe. But I recognize his tag because I'm like, yeah, Mr. Fahrenheit, that's great actually.
I'm a fan. Okay, the hair, and he was flashing some pearly whites, a nice damn smile on Mr. Fahrenheit. So he got me in his corner. I don't know J.B.P.
J.B.P. I've seen a couple of times around.
Yeah,
that's my homie. That's just the crew. You already know the vibes.
I'm sad. I'm not as plugged in as I once was because I stopped competing for the past few months. I miss knowing. I miss having my finger on the pulse.
It's okay. You're going into the retired player into commentary pipeline. It happens to all of us.
Yeah.
And that's okay, because you know what you're talking about, and I love it. I love it. I love knowledgeable co-casters. My favorite.
Honestly, my favorite thing about that last set, I'm actually excited to see like people I don't know do well. Like I'm excited because K-Ham I didn't know. Now there could be any number of these. Like how many entrants we have? Like 80 something.
Something like that. Yeah, it's a lot.
I don't know them, and they're all surprising me. Like I'm excited about all like the cool sets I can see right now.
So as you can see, we have Mr. Fahrenheit on the Roy. It may not be Nickel, but we do have a Roy regardless.
Oh, that's how I remember Mr. Fahrenheit, because Hosmad was telling me about, like, oh, these are the Bowser players that I watch out for, and, like, we always end up stuck in dittos.
Oh, J.B.P. is Ditto or with Hosmad?
Or Fahrenheit. Or, no, wait, the names are swapped around. But, yeah, J.B.P. Oh, okay. Oh, then maybe I was misremembering. But anyway, man, that was 80% unanswered from Fahrenheit, but then... You know, one quick interaction, and I'm getting twisted by the names being twisted up.
No, you're good.
Yeah, J.B.P. switched it right back up with one neutral win with Bowser.
Yeah, and the thing about Bowser is with any heavy, they're so scary because even though they're humongous and usually combo fodder for characters like Roy, they hit so hard that you have to be a little more careful in your approach. If you're air dodge, if you're rolling in the wrong direction, that stationary up B does eat a lot of damage. It does do wonders for Bowser in general. Mr. Fahrenheit is within kill power, and look at this, even at the up tilt, J.B.P. is still not going down at 150% and up, but here, you're dead.
That was 20 seconds of like the scariest ground play I've ever seen. Everyone whiffing and being terrified.
Oh, I'm shocked Bowser recovered that far, but great pressure on the ledge from Fahrenheit. We're going to be seeing another kind of reset neutral, 2 stocks apiece, big carry, but we're going to be really careful about going that deep as Roy specifically.
These are both big ledge trap characters. Like, you know, stay one body's length away from the ledge, and if you play your cards right, oh, that might be death.
Oh, I think he saved them. Oh, no, we're committing.
He's good, he's good. Immediate up B to call out an action from ledge. That was interesting.
I love that you mentioned how both characters are so set in their ledge play, and J.B.P. literally like bar for bar, word for word, showcased that to the fullest extent with Bowser against someone like Roy, whose recovery, like I mentioned earlier, is not the best. It's vertical, it's great, doesn't have a lot of kill power, can be given very easily.
Yeah, they have a lot of the same weaknesses, but I don't know. It's scarier definitely to be Roy. Your early kills aren't really going to happen on Bowser as much. Like an F smash even on this stage is going to take some decent percent. You're not going to get oh my god percentage kills. But yeah, they both have weak recoveries in a lot of ways. Bowser's honestly a little bit more mix-upable, but Bowser's a damn swordy, like at heart. Especially when he's fighting other swordies, he can play like a swordy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's big enough to be considered a whole disjoint in himself.
Dude,
so
that fair is crazy. That fair is better than any other sword move.
It has been carrying J.B.P's ledge guard all game. Finally, we did the second stock off of J.B.P, but Mr. Fahrenheit is at 130. I can see a command grab, so can J.B.P. We're getting flamethrower for some extra damage. We can see a edge guard again, but we went for it.
Yeah,
we went for it. Oh.
Okay, J.B.P. was calling out the fact that this is also a Roy thing. Like, Fahrenheit was hopping off of ledge. Like, he was doing a drop double jump aerial from ledge every time.
Okay.
And it was like he planned on that from the beginning. He didn't check to see if he would do that. He's like, oh, he's a Roy player. I'm going to, like, immediate up B or, like, that turnaround down tilt. He was like, you're going to jump, you're going to try and swing, and you're going to have no resources. And that worked out for him for, like, 2 of those 3 stocks. That was really important. That was, like, a game-making call that he didn't even take the time. He was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to do that.
Like, I know Roy. Don't play with me. I'm playing Bowser. I have to know Roy at this point. I have to know any character that has that kind of combo-ish potential like Roy does, a lot of the characters as well. Bayonetta to the full extent of the law. She has combos for days on big bodies like Bowser. So as a Bowser player, you have to be super hyper aware of how big you are and how close the other enemy is to you. And J.B.P is just showcasing that so beautifully well against Mr. Fahrenheit. We're seeing the counter pick here over to Hollow Bastion, which is going to give Fahrenheit a lot more close range game plan to go for. But that side B, I saw it. I saw the vision, J.B.P.
Yeah, he's swinging. And it's going to keep working. It almost worked there. He almost took a stocks real early in the set, or in the game.
You know what's really messed up? J.B.P knows that with these blast zones, they're very similar, if not the exact same as small battlefield. So it's a matter of the fact that I can cyber you on the ledge over here, give or take, like at 70-ish, and you will perish. And you see that the side B be spammed over and over and over again, and then the drop down fair to connect it, basically the disjoint, you know, coming to secure the stock.
Yeah, that move's it's a luxury in that you can challenge Roy's up B, which is normally like the disjoint keeps people away in a lot of ways, but man, especially, you saw how low he went, too.
Yes.
Like, I'm always thinking Bowser's going to die from going that low, but he's fine. It surprises me every time.
Both characters even, when they go a little bit too low to get that greedy, kill, sometimes I see 9 times out of 10 they do SD, so I think good on both players here for knowing their limits as they're with the recoveries. But Mr. Fahrenheit bringing back to pretty much even, honestly, even better an advantage as we try to get the ledge guard, get the roll and read, jab into the side B. Can we get the rest of the edge guard? Can J.B.P come back?
Wow, and the ledge trump, that's a hefty, he's so heavy, bro. I thought sweet spot back air would kill for sure there. But yeah, he was capitalizing really well, and like trapping him at the ledge. He's been rolling a lot, or like he's been reading J.B.P's roll from ledge a bunch of times, and it's been working out really well for him.
Even that isn't going to kill quite yet. Bowser's heaviness is such a big factor in a lot of matches that we don't account for. But unfortunately, in like 2 interactions, Bowser can take the stock. So Mr. Fahrenheit has to be a little bit careful here. Starting off with a command grab, going to be sending Mr. Fahrenheit off stage once again, forcing into ledge recovery option, and the flamethrower to add some extra damage as well as up B. Now they're pretty much, in layman's terms, they're pretty much even right now in terms of who can die first.
I know. It's like it's honestly like Bowser favored right now.
Oh, nice.
Except for that. Yeah, no, the drop zone fair goes both ways.
Oh, you're dead here. I fear you're dead.
I love that dash back. But
I simply saw your life flash for your eyes, Mr. Fahrenheit, but I think the momentum change here is doing so well for him that I thought he was going to SD for a second. Like, I got scared. I saw him get stuck for a second.
Like, Roy is so scary to air dodge to ledge and like fuck around in there. I'm like, it's so much less forgiving than other characters.
Okay, going for the forward throw instead of the back throw, not going to be setting up any ledge guard situation, and actually sending J.B.P into the center stage, allowing this advantage stage to start happening. It may be Jover.
Oh,
unfortunate.
Yeah, quick 2-0. Those dash backs were netting J.B.P a lot. He was just like, you're going to nair into me, and I'm going to pivot grab, and you're off stage, and then I win.
Yep. I believe just up B way too early there. Goes for the jump, up B with a high recovery. Didn't have a jump to come back. I mean, at that point, I think he was dead anyway because of how short that up B can be.